The gorilla lunges at the glass. Visitors scream and jump backwards. Children cry and hide behind parents. Security guards rush toward the enclosure. That animal is completely dangerous, someone shouts. Why is he even here? Nobody sees what happens next. Nobody except one little girl. His name is Atlas. 23 years old and massive. 400 pounds of pure muscle. Black fur covers his enormous body. Silverback markings shine on his back. Atlas has been at Oregon Zoo for 2 years. 2 terrible, lonely, miserable years. Every single day brings new complaints. The gorilla attacked the glass again. He scared my children terribly. That beast should be removed immediately. Zoo director Paul Henderson reads the reports daily. 52 years old and deeply worried. He has managed zoos for 3 decades. But Atlas presents an impossible problem. Aggressive behavior documented 47 times, Paul mutters. He rubs his tired eyes. The decision weighs heavily on him. Atlas might need to be relocated. Or worse. Much worse than anyone wants to admit. Before we continue, please share in the comments where you're watching from. And don't forget to like and subscribe, it really means a lot to me. The complaints started almost immediately. Atlas arrived from Mountain Valley Zoo. They said he was too aggressive. Could not be trusted around visitors. Showed signs of severe behavioral problems. Oregon Zoo needed a male silverback. Their breeding program required new genetics. They accepted Atlas despite the warnings. We can rehabilitate him, they promised. Give him proper care and space. Help him overcome his trauma. But nothing worked at all. Atlas remained hostile to everyone. He charged the reinforced glass daily. His roars echoed through the entire zoo. Visitors complained constantly about feeling unsafe. Parents demanded refunds at the entrance. Online reviews turned absolutely brutal. Dangerous animals should be removed. Felt threatened during entire visit. Not appropriate for family zoo. Head keeper Mateo Silva works with Atlas daily. 39 years old with endless patience. He has trained primates for 15 years. Mateo sees something others completely miss. Atlas is not aggressive, he tells Paul. He is desperately trying to communicate. Something is wrong with him. We need to investigate further. Paul shakes his head slowly. The board of directors wants action. Insurance companies are demanding changes. Legal liability grows more serious daily. We cannot keep him much longer, Paul admits. Unless something changes very soon. Atlas will have to go. Mateo feels frustration building inside. He watches Atlas in the enclosure carefully. The gorilla sits alone in the corner. Away from the other 3 gorillas. They ignore him completely. Like he does not exist. Atlas rocks back and forth slowly. His massive hands cover his ears. Then he suddenly charges the glass. Visitors scatter and scream again. There, Mateo whispers to himself. He only charges when crowds are loud. When children are screaming and yelling. When noise becomes absolutely overwhelming. Mateo starts documenting everything meticulously. Time of day for each incident. Crowd size and noise levels. Visitor behavior before each charge. The pattern becomes crystal clear. Atlas reacts to sensory overload. Too much noise triggers him. Too much chaos overwhelms him. He is not being aggressive. He is desperately asking for quiet. But nobody believes Mateo at all. You are making excuses, Paul says. The gorilla is simply dangerous. We need to prioritize visitor safety. Atlas leaves by end of month. Mateo knows what that really means. No other zoo will accept Atlas. His reputation has spread too far. Aggressive male silverback available. Multiple documented incidents of charging. Behavioral issues remain unresolved. Nobody wants that kind of liability. Atlas will likely be euthanized. Unless something miraculous happens. Then Emma Rodriguez visits the zoo. 7 years old with bright brown eyes. She wears noise-canceling headphones today. Her mother Sophia holds her hand gently. Emma has autism spectrum disorder. Large crowds overwhelm her senses completely. Loud noises cause terrible distress. Unpredictable situations trigger severe anxiety. Sophia has been bringing Emma monthly. Trying to help her daughter adjust. Teaching her coping strategies slowly. We can leave any time, Sophia always says. Just squeeze my hand twice. I will get you somewhere quiet. They approach the gorilla exhibit carefully. Saturday afternoon means massive crowds. Children press against the glass barrier. Teenagers bang on the reinforced walls. Make the gorilla do something. Come closer so we can see. The noise level is absolutely deafening. Emma stops walking immediately. Her hands fly to her headphones. Even with ear protection, sounds hurt. Sophia notices her daughter's distress. Do you want to leave? Emma shakes her head firmly. She stares at the gorilla enclosure. Something has caught her complete attention. Atlas sits in his usual corner. Massive hands pressed over his ears. His body rocks steadily back and forth. Just like Emma does sometimes. When the world becomes too much. When sensory input feels unbearable. When she needs to self-soothe urgently. Emma walks closer to the glass. Sophia follows nervously behind her. Emma, maybe we should step back. But her daughter keeps moving forward. Through the crowd of noisy visitors. Right up to the front barrier. Atlas suddenly looks up directly. His dark eyes meet Emma's immediately. Something passes between them silently. Understanding without any words needed. Recognition of shared experience. Atlas slowly lowers his hands. He stops rocking back and forth. He moves toward the glass carefully. Not charging. Not aggressive. Just moving closer to Emma. The crowd falls silent instantly. Everyone watches with held breath. Expecting the gorilla to charge. Waiting for the violence to begin. Security guards move closer cautiously. But Atlas does something completely unexpected. He sits down directly opposite Emma. Just 3 inches of glass between them. He raises his massive right hand. Places it gently against the barrier. Palm flat. Fingers spread wide. An invitation. A greeting. A gesture of pure connection. Emma lifts her small hand slowly. Places it against the glass carefully. Matching Atlas palm to palm. Her tiny fingers align with his. They stay like this for long moments. Neither moving. Neither speaking. Just existing together peacefully. Sophia watches with tears forming. Her daughter rarely connects with anyone. Eye contact feels painful to Emma. Physical touch often overwhelms her. Social interaction causes severe anxiety. But here with this massive gorilla, Emma appears completely calm. Totally present. Fully engaged. Mateo sees everything from his station. His heart pounds with sudden excitement. Paul, you need to see this immediately. He radios the director urgently. Something incredible is happening now. At the gorilla exhibit right now. Paul arrives within 3 minutes. He pushes through the silent crowd. Sees Emma and Atlas together. Palm to palm across the glass. Both completely still and peaceful. What on earth? Paul whispers. A teenage boy breaks the spell. He bangs hard on the glass. Do something cool, he yells loudly. The sudden noise shatters the moment. Emma jerks backwards violently. Her hands clamp over her headphones. Sophia moves to comfort her quickly. But Mateo watches Atlas carefully. The gorilla does not charge. Does not roar or display aggression. Instead, Atlas raises his hand again. Places it back against the glass. Exactly where Emma's hand was. Waiting patiently for her return. Emma sees this through her panic. She takes 3 deep breaths. A coping technique her therapist taught. Then she steps forward again bravely. Places her hand back against Atlas's. The gorilla makes a soft sound. Not a roar or aggressive grunt. A gentle rumbling vocalization. The sound mother gorillas make. To calm and comfort their babies. Did you see that? Mateo says urgently. Atlas just used maternal comfort sounds. He recognized Emma's distress. He is trying to help her. Paul stares in complete disbelief. That is not aggressive behavior. That is empathy. That is connection. Sophia approaches Mateo nervously. My daughter has autism, she explains. She rarely responds to anyone. But she is responding to him. Why would that be? Mateo has a sudden revelation. Everything clicks into place instantly. Because they are the same, he says quietly. Your daughter experiences sensory overload. Atlas does too. She gets overwhelmed by noise. So does he. They recognize each other. They understand each other. The crowd begins dispersing slowly. Too quiet. Not enough action. They want dramatic gorilla displays. Not gentle, peaceful interaction. Soon only Emma and Sophia remain. Plus Mateo and Paul watching carefully. Emma stays at the glass completely still. Atlas mirrors her exact position. They communicate without words. Through presence. Through understanding. Through shared experience nobody else grasps. 30 minutes pass like this. Emma showing Atlas her favorite things. A small stuffed elephant from her backpack. Atlas watches with genuine interest. He points to a tire swing. Emma nods enthusiastically. He swings gently for her, making her smile brightly. Sophia has never seen anything like this. Her daughter smiling at a stranger. Engaging in reciprocal interaction. Showing joint attention behaviors. All the things therapists work toward. Happening naturally with this gorilla. Can we come back tomorrow? Emma asks. Her first words spoken all day. Sophia looks at Mateo hopefully. Would that be possible? Mateo looks at Paul questioningly. The director nods slowly. Yes, please come back. I think Atlas would like that. They return Sunday morning early. Before the crowds arrive loudly. Emma runs to the enclosure immediately. Atlas is already waiting there. Sitting by the glass patiently. Like he knew she would return. This time Emma brings art supplies. Washable markers and large paper. She draws pictures against the glass. Simple shapes in bright colors. Atlas watches every stroke carefully. He picks up a piece of enrichment chalk. Starts making marks on his side. Rough, clumsy, but intentional. He is drawing with her. Communicating through art. Mateo records everything on video. Documents this breakthrough moment. This is revolutionary, he tells Paul. Gorillas have used sign language before. But this is spontaneous communication. Atlas initiated this himself. Nobody taught him this behavior. Paul watches with growing wonder. We almost killed him, he whispers. We almost destroyed this incredible being. Because we misunderstood him completely. Dr. Sarah Patel arrives Monday morning. 43 years old and brilliant. She specializes in animal cognition. Also works with autistic children. Mateo called her Saturday night. Told her about Atlas and Emma. Sarah canceled everything to come immediately. She watches them interact for hours. Takes extensive notes on behavior. Records video from multiple angles. This is extraordinary, Sarah says finally. Atlas displays theory of mind. He understands Emma's internal state. Recognizes her needs and responds appropriately. This level of empathy is remarkable. Sarah runs additional observations. She brings different children to visit. Neurotypical kids who are loud and energetic. Atlas retreats to his corner immediately. Covers his ears and rocks. Shows clear signs of distress. Then she brings another autistic child. 10-year-old Lucas, who is nonverbal. Uses an iPad to communicate. Atlas immediately approaches the glass. Sits calmly and watches Lucas closely. Young Lucas types, "He understands me. Nobody else does." But the gorilla understands. Sarah's research confirms the theory. Atlas has sensory processing differences. Just like many autistic individuals. He experiences the world differently. Loud noises cause physical pain. Chaotic environments trigger fight or flight response. What looked like aggression was actually terror. What seemed like violence was desperate communication. We need to modify his environment, Sarah explains. Create a sensory-friendly space. Limit crowd noise and chaos. Give him control over stimulation. Paul approves the changes immediately. The gorilla exhibit gets completely redesigned. Soundproof barriers installed strategically. Quiet hours implemented every morning. Visual schedules posted for Atlas. Predictable routines established daily. Low stimulation enrichment activities added. The transformation is absolutely miraculous. Atlas stops charging the glass completely. No more aggressive displays happen. He becomes calm and engaged. Interacts peacefully with other gorillas. Shows interest in training sessions. Learns dozens of behavioral cues. But his special connection remains with Emma. She visits every Saturday morning. During the new quiet hours. They sit together for an hour. Communicating in their unique way. Drawing. Observing. Simply being together. You saved his life, Sophia tells Mateo. By believing something was there. By refusing to give up. Mateo shakes his head gently. Emma saved his life, he corrects. By seeing what nobody else could. By recognizing a kindred spirit. This story teaches us, the greatest acts of bravery are not always loud, sometimes they are simply refusing to hide who you are while waiting for the world to finally understand. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps me keep sharing more amazing stories with you.